Hi, Alex. This is a breakdown of one of your swings from the other day, and I wanted to go over what all this stuff means. You will be receiving a chart from me as well that will give you kind of a guideline as to where you should be at based on your age and level of play. So here we have your exit velocity, which is 73 miles an hour. And then the expected feet, that's how far the ball would travel. That's the potential. But I don't put too much stock in that. That's based on how the ball came off the bat. And it's hard to tell, whether or not there was backspin, topspin, or if you knuckleballed. If you just hit it perfectly and there would be better carry, or if it would topspin down into the ground, or if it knuckled out there. So using a HitTrax machine or the Rapsodo like we've done in the past gives us a better indication of how far it would go. But it could have been on a line, low line drive. It could be, a high line drive, which would go even farther. But I'm just saying, don't put too much stock into how far it would go. How hard you hit it is a little bit more accurate. Over here on the side, we have the max barrel speed, which is how fast your bat is going. Impact momentum is the momentum that the bat barrel has created into impact. The approach angle. This is a number that represents the angle of the barrel as it's going through the ball or into the ball. So of course the barrel starts above your shoulder, comes down behind you, and we want it going up through the ball. Now, I can't tell you what a good number is because it really is dependent on the pitch location. So there's no such thing as a perfect approach angle because it is pitch dependent. The lower the pitch, the higher the approach angle should be. In other words, you want to be going up on a low pitch so that you can elevate the low pitch and hit a line drive. If the pitch is a little bit higher, I would say that the approach angle might be a little bit lower. All right, you'll come through the zone a little bit flatter, in other words. So a negative number is bad no matter what. I will tell you that. Because a negative number would indicate that your barrel is actually coming down into the ball in a chopping fashion, and that is not a good thing. We definitely don't want that. So here we have trigger to impact, which is really important. The reason why that's important is because that represents, once you start your swing, how quickly does it get to the ball. All right, really, really important. And I can tell you that 180 is good. That's represented in milliseconds. That's really good. The lower that number is, the better. So if you can get that lower and still maintain your power, then you become a really, really dangerous hitter. Okay? The applied power is, just like it sounds, that's the amount of power that's being delivered. The max acceleration is how quick, how the bat is speeding up through the zone. Let's see here. The max hand speed, I don't focus too much on that, because when I focus on that, it tends to get kids to push, and I don't want your hands to be moving across your body. I want them to stay on the side of your body, and I want your body to be turning their hands. So I don't focus too much on hand speed, but the higher the number, the better. Hand cast distance. Now this is important because you want this number to be lower. The hand casting means your hands are moving away from your body, and that's a bad thing. You want them to stay closer to your body as you turn. Okay, you as a left-handed hitter, you want your hands to stay on the left side of your body the whole time as you turn. So if the pitch is away from you, then the barrel will extend your arms out and pull your hands away from your body occasionally to cover that outside pitch. That's okay. But this hand cast distance is a little bit high. Really, that number should be 0 for most pitches. So there's a good chance that this pitch was away from you, but I also want you to keep in mind that that's something we're going to look at in our next session to make sure your hands are not getting away from your body. Distance in the zone, that's how long your barrel is staying in the zone. That's a good number. You want that number to be high. You don't want your bat to go in and out of the zone quickly. You also don't want your bat to get into the zone late, which is what happens when you swing down at the ball in front of you. That means the barrel is getting into the hitting zone and actually cutting off much of the hitting zone. If you can picture home plate being in front of you, and let's just say it's between your 2 feet, if you were to swing down from that position across your chest with the barrel, by the time your barrel got into the hitting zone, it would already be in front of the plate almost. So you really are limiting the space, in which you can make good solid contact. So that's not good. You want to be in the zone for a long time, and that gives you the ability to go through the ball. Here's your swing. From the back, you'll see there, it looks good to me. If we go back a little bit, I can show you the what these colors mean. So the green is when your barrel is starting to move. That's the path it's moving on. The blue means it's going full speed, and the red is where you make contact. So for me personally, looking at these numbers, looking at this video of your swing, that is where I want you to make contact, is right in the middle of the blue. Okay? It means what I would like to see, if anything, I would like to see the blue moving back a little bit more, like in this area here, okay? So that the barrel is speeding up sooner, right? And then all of this would be blue. All right? That would be cool. Because that means that you are getting the barrels up to speed a little bit sooner in the process of your swing. And that just allows you to wait a little bit longer before making a decision to swing, which is really good for hitters to be able to do that. But this is good. There's nothing wrong with where you hit that ball. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much, here's an overhead view, which is kind of cool. You can see where you hit that pitch. All right. Early in the process, you notice that you see the knob of the bat kind of going away from you. That's where the hand cast comes in, and then you have to pull it in to get the barrel there. That's why that can be a problem. So we're going to have to watch out for that when we get together next time, to make sure your hands are not pushing away from your body too much. But overall, I'd say you did a great job. And like I said, there'll be a chart that comes to you in the form of an email that shows you kind of where you should be at with all of your metrics. Okay? Keep up the good work. I'll see you soon.